Good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday. My bad about putting.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
Y'all knew what we
You knew.
meant. It's
You knew.
fine. Yeah.
I knew you
But
got it back,
thanks.
James. You knew.
Yeah. Appreciate you, James.
I'm sick, so this is why I sound like this, and I'll
Oh,
be a little off during the show, but that's okay.
it's okay. That's what has to happen.
But what makes me feel better when I'm sick?
Buying
Is
cheap books?
buying cheap books. Because who needs medicine when you can have retail therapy?
That's what we all need, right?
And man, there's nothing like getting your books up to 50% off, which you can do. Our sponsor in stocktrades.com.
That's right.
Yeah. And if you spend $50 in the US, you get free shipping.
The best news ever. You also don't have to worry about your books arriving all damaged and stuff. Like some people,
I
Amazon,
know.
They just pack really well on stocktrades.com.
Yeah. And when I update my address on stocktrades.com, it stays that way. Speaking of which, hi Mark. Mark, your gifts are so nice. I know I sound like a crazy person right now, but don't worry about it. I'm just sick. Okay, look how pretty she is, Mark. I love her.
It's very cool.
I love her so much, and I love my Nubia. Where is she? Right behind me. Put it back on the thing. I was just showing Krista before the show.
That's right, and they're awesome. Love them.
So happy. Thank you so much. It's the last day of my birthday month. So, Kristan.
Yes.
We read half of Deadman Wonderland.
That's right. We read a half per my request, which I guess is a good one. I didn't realize Maddie was sick, but I was like, "There's no way I'm going to finish all of this."
Yeah, thank God. I would have just powered through. I would have.
Well,
because you know me.
You're very good at blinking and reading everything.
Yeah. I woke up this morning and I was like, I better start. And my eyes were hurting. And I was like,
oh.
So
well,
bright.
Makes me extra glad that you were like, that's cool, and we'll do 2 parts. So this is the first part. Yeah. I'm glad we did.
So what do you think? I've watched the anime for this forever ago, and the anime doesn't cover everything that's in the manga.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess we should with a premise.
Okay, yeah.
So premise of Deadman Wonderland. Basically, it's a big old prison.
Yes.
The people that are put on death row, they go to this prison, Deadman Wonderland. But there's a special part in this prison that is reserved for people with special abilities. And this ability is called, something of sin?
The Branch of Sin.
Branch of Sin, where they can manipulate their blood to like be certain objects or attack certain things, which is not a new concept. Other anime has done this, or manga, and like kind of Avatar: The Last Airbender. But there's a special secret prison in there where those people go and they have to fight each other. It's all for these experiments. And if they win, they get like tons of like CP, which I guess is like money in the prison.
Mm-hmm.
They can spend, and candy, which they have to stay alive. If they lose, then they lose like a body part or something, which is a bummer.
Oh, it's a big bummer. It's also, there's like this carnival aspect to it that's open to the public. So the public can come in, and that really just funds the prison, I guess. It's a for-profit prison, which is kind of terrifying. And the public can watch them fight and thinks it's all fake.
Yeah.
But it's not.
Yeah. So our main character, he witnesses this person who also has a branch of sin, presumably, from what we can see, coming into his classroom one day out of nowhere and just murdering everyone around him. But he survives. Now, he remembers being shot in the chest. He remembers all of this. But when he wakes up, he's been detained. He's been arrested. And there is no sign of this wound. Or anything. And they're like, death penalty for you. You obviously did it. So obviously, whatever court system there is in this world does not exist.
Yeah, it's not good.
They're like, nah, you're the person
No.
alive and everybody
Yeah.
else there's murdered. We don't need proof.
You're the one who definitely did it. 14-year-old child.
Yeah, you did it. So that's where we are. So he's existing there, and he's ran into an old friend of his from childhood, because it would not be a Japanese manga if there's not a friend that you knew from when you were 5 that you still remember for some reason.
Somehow.
I don't understand.
Well,
all this
I guess
manga to anime, it's like we made a promise to each other when we were 5 that don't remember, but it's still very important to me. But that girl remembers.
Specifically her, like he doesn't remember.
Yeah.
Also, she's very strange. She's just a very strange person.
Yeah. Shiori? You know what? I'm sick.
Shiro, maybe?
I think it's Shiraka's white. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shiro and Ganta. Everybody's here. Hello, everybody. So yeah. What did you think? Because this is I am very accustomed to reading manga or watching anime when they were 5. It was only 3 years in anime. All the characters were children. I mean, it's 14.
Yeah.
I'm very accustomed to reading manga or watching anime that has like some more explicit, potentially problematic tones. So they don't bother me. But I was reading stuff, I was like, ooh. Ooh.
It's especially like, I don't know what year this came out. It's been a while. Yeah. But I feel like it was more, maybe even more prominent then. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, it's not, and still that still happens. Like Kakegurui just came out, and it has a ton of that. Because that little sister thing.
Yeah.
So she's what we call, I don't know if you've heard these terms before. But she's like a yandere kind of type. Not a yandere, I guess. There's a dere term there, where she appears to be one way, but she's just fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I kind of enjoyed that with her, even though she's super weird.
Yeah, I mean, she was off the deep end for sure. Like, she was a lot. I'm looking at it. This was first printed in, I think, 2014 in the States, so it's been a while. But yeah, I know this. The problematic elements certainly still happen, and I've ran into them before.
Oh, here we go. Man, James is what to say. 2007, 2013.
There we go. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't run into it as much in what I read, but I do know it's out there and I've ran into it, right?
Yeah.
These certain elements. And what's funny about this is I went to Goodreads to see my old years read, because I never read the whole thing. I read like half of it way back when. I was like, when was that? And I read it back in like 2015, like half of it.
Yeah.
Which is pretty much what we read. I didn't remember a thing about it really, other than
I read 25 chapters.
Yeah, that's about,
I think there's 55 total.
Yeah. So I didn't remember any of it, other than I remember enjoying it a lot. I think I still liked it. I think I enjoyed it less this time around. Like when I was going through rating all the volumes I was reading, it was like 5 stars from like 2015, and I'm like, I think I've just read enough manga that I'm like, no, I liked it, I enjoyed it, right? But I was still like, this isn't anything amazing, you know?
Well, yeah, because you have to think about the premise at the time too, because like when it first, I mean, I really enjoyed it, but like the I'm gonna end up reading this as problematic. They're just a character, and what sucks is like, if this was an after hours thing, I would just say exactly what she said.
Right.
But I feel a little weird saying those words.
That's fair. That's fair.
If you've ever played Danganronpa 3, there's a character, Miyu, I think, who's like an inventor, who says some very interesting things. And that is who reminds me of her the most. Well, yeah, and then this concept is not new. This concept of like, okay, you're on a prison, you have to kill each other. I think there was a twist somewhere at the end, potentially, but I don't remember everything. So I barely remember like what is being set up. But
well, and even like reading it now, having enjoyed the mass hysteria around Squid Game, I was like,
that's true, yeah.
I was like, oh, these concepts are around way before that, and of course I kind of knew it, but I was like, oh, I mean, you know, because there were a lot of even just the public watching of the deaths and the battles.
Yeah, like Battle
And
Royale. And
yeah, like, and I was like, okay. I mean, I still enjoyed it, like I said, but I think at the time I'd read less manga and was more impressed, maybe. And that was many
that's
years
probably
ago.
true, yeah.
And there was less out then, and there was certainly less I'd consumed. It was still fun, but when we were talking about the problematic elements, there's not just that. There's of course like, and you'll see this in certain manga too, but like the prison guard, the woman prison guard,
Oh yeah, the TNA in this is a
her breast. It was like the whole time I was like, what is how these aren't shapes that make sense. It's just like,
I thought it was an acceptable amount.
yeah, it
But
wasn't.
because I know how bad it can
Oh
be.
yeah, it can certainly get way worse. But every time I was still like, okay, like, all right.
Yeah, that is so up the genre, like this and like Prison School and yeah.
Prison school is like off the deep end. I mean, that's way like that's where it can go.
Yeah, right now I'm enjoying it. I feel like this kind of book, this kind of series really depends on what the ending is going to be like.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's really going to come down to the more enjoyable parts of this are discovering the mystery behind everything. Like, what's the abilities? Why are they there? Why are we studying this? Is Shido, his friend, is she Red Mask or whatever, Red Face, whatever it is,
Red
who
Man
killed everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because at some point she kind of puts on something, and she has like a grandfather who's there, who's wicked dead now, I guess. And I don't really know what's going on there because she go talk to me, give her candy. They know about her, but she has free roam of everything.
Well, yeah, and she's clearly like not a prisoner, right? So
yeah,
it seems like she's just there for him. But yeah, she does have she has the what do they call those?
She's got the choker or whatever.
Yeah.
And she has her own like name, which is Wretched Egg. Everyone else has like bird names, but she is Wretched Egg. So she's obviously I feel like they're taking something from her to create these other people. Mm-hmm. And where I left off was where Shido was like, oh, I can do this too. Like, I just figured it out, you know? And then Ganta.
Every time.
I think if I didn't hate Ganta so much, I think I would like it more. I don't hate him. I like when he gets back up and he does all this stuff. But every time he's like, I'm not going to talk to you anymore to Shido, I'm like, you're going to apologize to her later and feel bad. Like, why are we continuing to do this?
It's very annoying. I will say, I feel like it's certainly a teenage thing, right?
Oh,
like,
absolutely.
I think it's pretty like on brand for what maybe a 14-year-old boy would do to a girl like that in this scenario, in this obscene scenario.
Oh, well, yeah. I guess I have to understand, like, okay, everyone's dying around you. Yeah, you have weird powers.
It's got a lot going on.
And everyone's pissed at you now.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh my gosh. And I agree, though. It's very annoying. Like, how many times is it going to say, I hate you to her, and then, like, come back later and apologize? It's like, okay, we get it.
Ganta.
Yeah. Yeah, because all, like...
About her. Sorry, go
ahead. I love how she's so powerful and so innocent at the same time.
Yeah.
Quote, unquote, innocent. She's a very strange... I want to know what's going on with her.
Well, we know she has another side.
Right, and they certainly allude that she's absolutely Red Man. Like, that's not even, like, a secret. That's, like, people are saying that, but it's like, is that what's really happening? Like, is something taking over her to, like, make her do these things? Does she just have that other side, like, the sister, you know? Like,
yeah.
I do want to know. I'm very interested in that.
And, you know, she knows the Woodpecker song, which is where his name comes from, Ganta's name. And what we learned is that Shido was there when he was little, and her mom was there, or his mom was there. Sorry. And so they knew each other, and she knew that song, and that song has something to do with her transformation a little bit. So, like, what is that about? Mm-hmm. What does that mean?
So, when you watched the anime, did you enjoy it at the time, or?
I remember liking it, but not enough to remember anything. But that can't be a qualifier for me because I don't remember a lot of things. And plus, it's short. It's really short. Yeah, so, like, this whole series, like, what, 55 chapters or so? Mm-hmm. I remember the anime being, like, 15 episodes or something. It wasn't very long. And I don't believe there was any. I can't remember any real like concrete explanation of anything.
Weird.
Which is a bummer because for anime, there's no guarantee that we're going to finish out the entire series ever. Yeah. There's so many anime where the manga goes on forever and we get one season. Like Flying Witch, like My Love Story, no
Which
guarantee.
Is ridiculous.
Absolutely. I was pretty anxious when I was a teenager in a future prison. Elliot.
Elliot, I heard you had this idea.
Yeah, Elliot's always said that he had this idea and that they stole it. According to the wiki, the anime had content from the first 21 chapters of the manga. Yeah, that's what I remember.
That's not a much of anything, is it? I mean,
the good thing about it is you get to really see the prison, which is nice. Like,
that's cool.
I think what's a bummer in this is that we don't really get to see how it looks, and I bet it looks so, with once you have color and everything. You had me a woodpecker song. Yeah, that's the selling point. Hello. What was I saying? Oh yeah, but I think the mystery here, because also everyone talked about these earthquakes. They talk about these earthquakes that like a lot of people had the same story. His mom died from the earthquake. A lot of people had similar situations, and they talk about these red rocks, which is embedded in him.
Mm-hmm.
So there's got to be something bigger here at play. I want to know.
Absolutely. I'm with you. I think, the first half absolutely set up a lot of stuff and gave us no answers. So I'm hoping that second half really like, okay, here's everything you're wanting.
Yeah. I look forward to Prison Guard Lady eventually being eventually helping.
You think? Yeah.
Well, yeah, because she's pissed at all this.
Oh, that's true. She's
she's really upset about the fox, as she calls him, the glasses guy. She's like, he's obviously doing stuff. I have no authority over this one section of the prison. Things are obviously happening. They're getting away from me. Like, I mean, she obviously believes in punishment, but like, I don't think she believes in that though.
Right. Yeah.
And what's his face? Crow's got to meet her and then freak out. I do love that little flaw in him where he's just like, put on clothes. Oh my god. Just quit it. I think it's cute.
That's funny. I love how like I feel like every manga of a certain time period, and maybe this still happens, but like this guy who's like in charge of the prison with the glasses, every time they call him Four Eyes. Every time they're like, sick burn, Four Eyes, like every time. And I'm just like,
oh yeah, well even Ganta, I forgot what Ganta said, and I was reading like a translated version, like a fan translated one, but it was like, he glasses fuck or something. I was like, what?
Every time.
Okay.
And I'm like, all right, it's not that big of a sick burn, all right?
You got him.
Yeah, you got him. I do want to say, so I still, I bought these like many years ago when I read them, but the spines on this manga are pretty great. Like,
oh, that's nice.
Yeah, you see like
that's really nice.
The chains go through, and then there is like a branch of sin that comes through some of them. There's like some blood on there, which is neat.
That's cool.
Yeah, but I love how they go back and forth. Very nice.
Man, so many comic book collected editions could never.
Oh my god.
But manga can.
It's like, it's not that hard,
It's like, not that hard. That's pretty. That's pretty on a shelf. Even if you end up hating this, you have to keep it. It looks nice.
I know, right? It looks very nice on my shelf. It really does. Hopefully we don't end up hating it.
Yeah. What are your predictions going forward?
I like your thoughts about the lady guard. I like that a lot. I hope that happens. I think we're gonna see some more deaths of characters we like, because we've already seen that.
Sure. Yeah. And I really liked.
That one hurt. Well, the last two, I guess, really hurt.
Yeah.
So there are stakes here, which is fun, because some series you read and you're like, they're never dying. It's fine. But like, you'll like characters a lot and they will die. Which is always, it's fun though. It's like, okay, you made me care about this. I'll be really sad if
the little girl, the younger sister dies. Honestly, I know
Yeah.
she's so weird, but I'm really
She's like
attached to her.
she's kind of the worst though, right? Like
She's the worst.
she's
She's
kind of
so
the
worst.
worst.
But I
But she,
like that she is. Like
yeah,
I
so she
really
can turn
like
on a
it.
dime, right? Like she
I
just
like that about her.
yeah,
And I
it's
liked
interesting.
it when she lost, they were like, we gotta save her. And they were able just to cut off her hair. And she was so thankful. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah,
you're
that
so
was really nice.
creepy. You
Yeah.
creepy perv, but you have some heart, you have some heart in you. But then the brother is still like, nah, I'll protect her anyways, even though we could kill her down on purpose.
I mean, that's
I was like,
a lot. That's some level of
whoa.
commitment. Like
Hey, to answer the topic, there's these 2 books I think both of you would love, and most have probably read Better Place than anyone else. Any thoughts? Came highly recommended to me. What are the books?
Better Place Than No One Else. I've read both of them.
Oh, that's the book. Oh,
Yeah.
I was like, maybe this is a good place. I've never read those.
Better Place is very, very good. I think Maddie, you would very much like it. It's about a little boy who's told his grandpa went to a better place. And
Oh, yes.
and
Are a
he
better
searches
place.
for it. Did you read it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did
Did you love
we
it?
review it?
I don't think so. I read it like separately at it. I don't think we talked about it.
Oh wait, I think I talked about it with Gabby on the show. She wanted to read it.
Oh,
I
okay.
loved Better Place.
It's so good, right? It's so good.
It's so good. Yes.
No One Else. Let me make sure it's the book I'm thinking of real quick. Is that the boat on the cover?
Let me look.
Yep. I hated No One Else.
Oh no.
Hot take. I hated that book. Oh my gosh. I will never get some images in the book out of my head. Like it.
Wow. I would not get that from just looking at.
I know. I picked it up from the library because I was like, this cover is nice. I like the
art.
interior
Looks
art.
great.
Yes, absolutely. I agree. Do not recommend.
Oh no.
So if you're looking for
okay, a better place is a 10 out of 10 for
please
me.
read. Absolutely, I agree. Better Place is
So
amazing.
Good. I think it won Eisner. Maybe it didn't, but it won some awards.
It should. Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, No One Else though, y'all. No One Else has a kind of similar concept. I mean, not really, but it's about this little boy and his mother who her dad lives with them. He has Alzheimer's. One day something pretty tragic happens. He passes, and his mom is like, okay, now I can kind of live my life and go to school and like do all these things. And then it's kind of just about the boy from then on kind of living his life.
Yeah.
And I will say this was like the worst ending of a book I maybe have ever read. It just like, you know, when I say
that stuck with you too.
Yeah, I can still see it. It was like, I was like, what am I reading? And why did I read it? So, yep, that's a hot take. Hated it.
There you go. Everyone read Better Place, but not the other one.
Yeah, please.
Well, we talked about Deadman Wonderland.
I will say too, like, you know, like I said, I contacted Maddie and I was like, can we do half this, you know, and do the rest next time, which I think will be fun and good. But at the same time, these were very quick reads.
They're very quick, yeah.
Very quick, which was nice. So if you're looking for a quick manga read, also it's a short series. There's like 13 volumes, I think.
Yeah, 55 chapters.
There you go.
Yeah, so super quick.
Mm-hmm. So if you are remotely interested, it's easy to, you know, complete. I say that. I don't know if they're in print or not. I've not looked that up.
Well, I did see you can buy them. Like, it's still easy to get the digital copies.
There you go.
So,
good deal.
But yeah, what else is new, everybody?
What's going on?
I've been very sick the past few days, so I haven't been doing much of anything. But we watched the first 20th Century Boys live action film. I showed Elliot.
Yeah.
Because it's so good. Now I need to read everything too. I forgot about how good. That's one by oh my gosh, the same one who did Monster. The word Naoki Urasawa.
Yeah.
So good. Oh god, so good.
We're gonna have to read that like Tell me when you can read that, because I have all the volumes. So
Yeah, I can read it.
yeah, we should.
I'm sure I can find it the same way I found Pluto. So.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe like next month we can tackle that one.
That'd be good. We can bring my friend Alex on because he's just reading through them, so he's like one volume left.
Fun.
So he's dying to talk about it.
Love that. Let's do it.
Chris, I saw you. There's a rumor you were going to do a live video on Larry's Library this Saturday. Everyone get ready for Larry's Library versus Near Condition.
Yep. This coming Saturday.
What are you going to talk about?
I'm not positive. He does these like check-in videos where he just talks about things for his channel and like other things. So I was like, what are we talking about? He's like, I'm not sure. I'm like, cool. So I don't know. He's doing it live for the first time. I was like, yeah, I'll be there and support you. So
nice.
It'll be fun.
Good. Well, have you read? What's new? What's new in the comic Slayer's life?
I can tell you what I read, and then I may have less to talk about next time, but that's okay.
That's true. I mean, we don't have to go that long. I am sick.
Yeah, I understand. But if you want, I can tell you the last thing I read that I think you'll really like.
That'd be good.
Okay. Welcome to St. Hell, my trans teen misadventure. Grab this from my library. It's by Lewis Hancock's, and I love the art in it. But yeah, he just details like his life as growing up and dealing with even understanding what the word trans means, like even understanding his own identity and figuring that out. And I love I love the art throughout it. It's black and white, and he's from somewhere in the UK. I can't remember, but the way they speak, like I can hear the certain dialect.
Yeah.
And I love that too, because I feel like I've read a lot of like UK books, but I don't usually get that. So this is nonfiction. I just love the dialogue in it, and it was really it was very good. I liked it a lot. I think you would like it a lot.
I would.
If you're looking for a good nonfiction, it's great. And on the back, Alice Oseman, who did Heartstopper, blurbed
Hell
it.
yeah.
Okay, and so did Molly Knox Ostertag, who did The Girl from the Sea. Yeah, two of my faves. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm gonna read this. Yeah, and they were absolutely right because it was wonderful. So
I guess I did technically read a book this week, but all I read was the new Five Nights at Freddy's book.
Nice.
For children.
Did you love it? Hey, not for children. That's for everyone.
It was fun. I mean, like it's like
for everyone.
It's like reading a little horror anthology, like if you're reading like Goosebumps or something.
That's fun.
So it's like little stories, like something spooky happens.
Nice.
And it's only like sort of related. But I have to read it for the lore. Okay.
Right. I get you.
Yeah. But yeah, I've been sitting and watching a lot of movies and playing games and not moving. So
that's what you have to do when you're sick, right? Do you have a movie planned for today? Like,
I don't know. I've just been kind of watching random horror films. I think I just like watching horror films when I'm sick.
Yeah.
Because with ADHD, I feel like I need to do a lot of things at once a lot of times. And when I get sick, it's like I can finally slow down and only do one thing, which is really nice. And I'm sure it's kind of like that phrase that's always out where it's like, what if you don't take time to rest, your body will take that time for you. Mm-hmm. I think that's what's happened. And actually, I may feel like crap, but I've had a great weekend.
Good.
I've just rested. I haven't tried to do a million things.
It's probably what you need.
I've always kind of enjoyed when I'm sick. Like I don't, but
well, because you don't have to force yourself to do other things.
You have to take a break.
Yeah, that's good.
And I've been playing the new Digimon game that came out. It's like a visual novel.
Ooh.
Oh man, we're visiting a school, but then oops, we're in another parallel universe. But Digimon are here.
Nice.
Where'd all our friends go?
I love this constant. Fun.
I think you're supposed to watch The Price is Right when you're sick. I would. I was really hoping. I just want to watch garbage TV, and I don't have cable, so I'm really sad because like I would love to watch some crappy TLC. I would really love. Like I just want to watch like 3 hours of My Strange Addiction. Like that's
not streaming somewhere. I feel like that may be streaming somewhere.
I don't know. I thought it'd be on Hulu, but it's not. But some investigation discovery stuff is on Hulu. Because yes, I am a stereotype, and I just want to watch things about people getting murdered. Not in real. I don't want to be murdered.
Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
It's funny.
Something to put on.
Price is Right thing is funny because I distinctly remember like being a child in the summer and having nothing else to watch during the day. So I would watch like Live with Regis and Kelly. And
man,
you know,
girl, I watched so much of The View.
Oh yes, yep.
And the Ellen Show before I hated her.
Sam, yeah.
And like Charmed reruns. That's what I want.
Yeah, that comfort.
And so instead, I've just been like, okay, this movie seems fine, and then watching it. And I found some fun movies, like one where this guy makes like a fort in his house. It's on Amazon Prime. I really liked it. But this woman comes home to her husband, and there's like a cardboard fort in the middle of the living room, and she's like, "You good?" She's gone for the weekend, and turns out he's lost in it. So she calls all her friends over, and they're all like filming. It's like, this is hilarious. He's built a cardboard fort, and he's lost in it, which he obviously has a mental issue. But they go to the fort, and it's bigger on the inside, like Doctor Who.
Very tortoise, yeah.
And so they have to get through. It's so much fun. There's like a minotaur. It's like a maze. It's so much fun.
That sounds fun.
Exactly.
That's all right.
Harley Quinn. Oh, is it back on now? I'll watch that today then. Because you know I love it. My wife and I like to watch true crime too. She really like Snapped, which worries me a little.
That's so funny.
Yeah, listen, if I'm in a hotel anywhere, if Forensic Files is not on, I'm upset.
Oh, yeah.
Because I want to treat myself to falling asleep to Forensic Files. It's relaxing. I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
It's me prepping myself, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Getting stuck in a Dateline marathon can bring everyone else to hot. Yeah.
That's all right. Or like a 2020, like any of those shows. Yeah.
I just want to like lay in bed and watch crap. Because I don't get to. I'm usually like, oh, I need to be doing a million things. I need to clean. I need to whatever.
Right.
And I'm not going to do anything, even though I need to check on my near mint or over your new reader schedule for next month.
Yeah, I guess we need to do something, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it tomorrow. I'm going to maybe go to work. I don't know.
Okay. Holler at me.
I will. Peter Thomas Neri's voice is so soothing. I used to use it to go to sleep too. The Forensic Files, yeah. It's relaxing. Paper Girls, I know. I started to watch the first episode on a Friday, but I was like really starting to get sick. And so I was like, I wanted to wait until I could focus. That's the other thing. I want to watch things if I fall asleep, I don't feel bad. So I'm saving it because it deserves.
That makes sense though. Like those comfort watches, like you have to be able to like fall asleep to that and not be upset that you missed something and not know where you did, you know?
Yeah. So that's important. So like I haven't even watched much One Piece because I know that I've got to read it. Yeah. I speak Japanese, but like I don't speak anime Japanese.
Yeah.
You know, like I need to know what's happening. And I don't want to fall asleep on that because I could miss something important. Because oh my god, I can't wait for you to read it. I'm so excited. Honestly, I'm okay. We just take a little bit of time and we just have like little like One Piece time each episode. Like, oh, we read 10.
Yeah.
Here's what happened in One Piece reading instead of like dedicating. Because then that
you know
way,
what? That
may
be more stressful. Yeah.
I think we just have a One Piece corner.
I like that. I like that a lot.
And that way, people who aren't into One Piece, they can still watch us talk about other things.
Yeah.
So then we have a little One Piece corner.
Little like check-in at the end.
A little One Piece check-in.
I like that. I like that a lot. Well,
and then we'll remember what happens better.
Yeah, so true.
You know, because
I'm all about that. I love
watching it helps so much. I feel so bad for you reading it because I know it's got to be so hard to keep track of people.
I'm already
watching it. I know what they look like.
Yeah, I'm already scared. It's been so long that I'm just gonna be like, I don't know.
I know. That's why we've got to schedule movie watch so that way you're not totally out.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hello. Greens, man, Crystal United Kingdom. Hello there.
Awesome. Hello, John.
How are you dealing with the heat? Are you okay?
Oh, yeah. It's been rough.
I'm so sorry for you. I know everybody else laughs about it, but they're not allowed to laugh about it. Your system's not made for the heat.
Okay? Yeah, I mean, it's totally not at all.
Girl in the Picture. Ooh, I watched that one.
Yeah, is it good?
Yeah, it's good.
I've been hearing about that
Oh
one.
man, I also watched The Most Hated Man in the World about that guy who made the revenge porn website.
I want to watch that. I've been hearing about
It's
that
so
too.
good, and he gets
Yeah.
his comeuppance.
Okay.
I feel like he is like the chaotic evil version of Zach Bagans from Ghost Adventures. And like Zach Bagans is like the chaotic good. I don't know if you've ever seen Ghost Adventures, but
No, I'm
oh
like,
my god, girl,
like,
we've got to watch. You gotta watch Ghost
I
Adventures.
gotta just like write down everything. You're like, why haven't you
Because
watched this? You know?
I might watch Ghost Adventures today because he's the biggest tool. Like he's just and he's solving or he's checking out Ghost or whatever. But he's so like it's like he's got this like flex every time he does anything. Like, did you see that? Did you see? Like,
Nice,
goosebumps. Like
nice.
it's so
And
good.
you're like, come on, man.
How many comic-based T-shirts do you own, Krista?
I've never counted them, but probably a lot. I'd say a lot. Actually, I weirdly don't have one on right now, but
I know you look so nice. What's the
thank you
deal?
so much.
Are you
Well,
going out? What's
I do have to go to another town, my hometown. You know the town.
yeah?
To do lunch with Reed's parents.
Oh, so you look nice.
Yeah. I just didn't want to throw on like an X-Men shirt.
Yeah, you gonna do any shopping while you're there?
I don't know. I don't really have money. It's probably not, but
Yeah, that's fair.
maybe we'll browse somewhere.
All right. Well, I think it's a good time. I reckon it's a good time to.
I reckon it's time. Yeah.
I should be more alive next week. We will need to do a later show next Sunday because hopefully, knock on wood, I will be at Gen Con. That's the reason why I'm resting really hard. Because if I don't get to go to fucking Gen Con, I'll be so upset.
Right.
Good idea, Mark. Elliot, if you're in the chat,
take note.
I'd like some soup and I want some ice cream. Ice cream's not going to make me feel better, but I would like some. Have you decided to make a? I would like to. So like, I don't mind making a little Fangirlz Discord server just for that.
That'd be fun.
Have a little watch party if everybody's down to hang out.
Maybe we'll have a little secret section where we just talk trash. If only y'all should see what we talk about before and after these shows.
It's not about you guys. You guys are great.
Nobody watching. Everybody watching is lovely, but other things.
The other fix. Yeah, so I'm doing my best to feel better. Check out our sponsor, InStockTrades.com.
That'll make you feel better.
That'll make you feel better.
Yeah.
Have a good Sunday, everybody.
Yep. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. See you.